So then guys, I know a lot of you have been looking forward to this exact video. This one is quite heavily based on narcissism and dark empaths. This is a pretty big video for me, as this one again is going to be completely unscripted, completely unnoted. What is a dark empath and what is a narcissist? Now, a dark empath is someone who quite literally is, by definition, almost a narcissist, but kind of the reverse of it. So a dark empath understands empathy, understands how to sympathize with people, and actually understands emotions. But like a narcissist who doesn't understand these things, they actually manipulate. For example, if you are in a very vulnerable situation, they will turn that vulnerable situation into something that can benefit them. This could be a family member passing away, possibly a family pet passing away, or maybe something very similar along those lines. There is obviously that the dark empath will completely embrace and take advantage of. I'd say dark empaths are slightly scary because they're almost kind of like covert narcissists that they are plotting and ploying in the back of their minds. Now, narcissism is something that gets thrown around a lot because narcissism is primarily quite a big issue in the world currently, and narcissism is stemmed from, I believe, a lot to do with society today. Ego, etc. One of my favorite things that narcissists, dark empaths, and covert narcissists do is fake their achievements. So for example, they will go on their social medias and post, or potentially even put in their bio, or generally just talk about how amazing their life is doing, that they're living their best life and that they are doing something incredible and that they have achieved all these incredible things. Let me assure you that especially if it's only been a few weeks, they definitely haven't achieved anything. This is them indirectly doing something to you because they get a figure or an idea that you are going to be looking at or potentially watching their social media pages, which of course digresses into the idea that you are watching them. Now, I told a very, very dirty little lie to one of my exes because I thought it would be a good idea to see whether they would use it as fuel in the future. And trust me, they did. Now, this fuel and lie was about my ex-girlfriend cheating on me. Now, this didn't technically happen because I broke up with my girlfriend 2 years prior to this cheating scenario happening. Basically, it was a whole situation where she strung me along and things happened, but at the end of the day, I was the one who stuck around and I got burned for it. That's my own fault, and I'm willing to accept the fact and mutually come to the agreement that in all fairness, it was the best case scenario and it happened well. My girlfriend, or my ex-girlfriend, never actually cheated on me because we split up years prior, and then what happened years after. So yeah, it was nice to say that little lie to one of my ex-partners just to see whether they would use it as fuel in the future, and they did. So it was nice to see that they would turn around a lie on me and at least attempt to try and harm my ego or generally just knock me down as a man, and it was a big fail on their part. Just another L taken in their books. Now, narcissists will come back eventually. Why will they come back and how will they come back? Well, they'll come back when they think they've done the damage enough to the point where they can leave and leave you to think about it. Now, they don't leave you too long to the point you're completely over them, but they leave you to the point that they feel like you've accepted their behavior. The moment you accept their behavior, you'll allow them back in, and of course they'll continue on with their behavior just like before. They don't change. You can't change these people. The only way they can change is if, say, they have a medical diagnosis of any of the things I listed before: BPD, ODD, autism, Asperger's, ADHD, etc. These need to be dealt with very early on, especially in early childhood, because these things can progress into or from ADHD to BPD, or from ODD to antisocial personality disorder, or many other of these things, even narcissistic personality disorder or a dark empath. This is very concerning as mental health is obviously on the rise, and these labels are converting into more serious labels later on. As a person, have to find out who these people are before you start dating them or stay friends with them, because if you figure out any of these problems that are going to start draining your energy in day-to-day life, you need to get the fuck away from them. Now, you're probably going to say that lying to one of my exes was a very bad idea. You should never lie. But the thing is, I already had suspicions of the kind of person they were at the start of the relationship when they started doing some pretty dodgy things and continuing to do those dodgy things. The only reason they left or made a way out, just like a narcissist will do in your relationship, is because, as I mentioned before, you are an opposer. You haven't just opposed their ideologies, you've misbehaved in their mind, or you haven't pandered to their situation. They need you to do exactly as they say or act exactly as they want. Otherwise, they're going to get rid of you, because at the end of the day, they need their supply. And if you aren't giving them the supply that they need, they're going to get very, very mad. And that's why they will discard you. This isn't the end, trust me, because they'll still be doing things in the background to spite you and to try and put sly little things against you. One of my favorite ones is how your ex will go around and post stuff all over their public profiles, saying things about you, saying how you're trying to make them look like a bad person. You're the one who's trying to make them look bad in your story. When I had witnesses to stuff that was going on, I'm pretty sure they know who's in the wrong. There is no bad story or left or right. Most of my friends got both sides of the story, believe it or not, and guess who came out on top? Me. Yeah. Figures. Bearing in mind, the narcissist will do these things obviously to keep you caught up in a loop, to drain your emotional energy, to kill you and break you down as a person. The last thing they want to see you doing is going out and finding a new partner, having fun with your friends, uploading videos, and especially making content out of their horrible nature. That would be the last thing they would want to see. But what if? What if all of this you were doing was for yourself? That is the last thing they want to see me be doing. Going out with people, enjoying myself, living the life of a proper uni student and having fun, because that's what people should be doing. You shouldn't be in any relationship where someone ignores you for days on end, doesn't speak to you, decides to tell you the problem they had with you multiple weeks or days later. There is a reason why they always bring up stuff from the past, and they bring up bullshit that is nonsensical, doesn't matter. They don't give you context, they don't help you. They have absolutely no benefit to your life. They are useless. They are a waste of space of a human being. They're trying to literally drain you like a succubus of your power and strength and your mind. A relationship, just like your friends, should be around you to share positive energy and give you the power that you need to progress and do better. Your friends shouldn't be yes men. They should be helping you progress as a person. If they're not helping you progress and they're telling you that what's going on is okay and that you're okay to be weak and sit in a position where realistically you are going absolutely nowhere, then you have bad friends around you. These people should be pushing you. They should be helping you. They should be giving you ideas. They should be maybe even going into a business with you, doing passion projects with you, joining you on your journey. That is the whole point of friendships, relationships. You're there to help each other, potentially even financially. You're there to help each other through love, through care, support. A good support system is what gets you through narcissistic abuse. A real friendship group, a real family will help you through this, make you look bad. They need to hurt you. But guess what, my friends? No, they will not be hurting you any longer. You have won. The moment they discard you, or the moment you walk away from a narcissist, yeah, trust me, they'll make it up. They'll make it up in their head. Oh, I broke up with him. I broke up with her. You broke up with them months ago in your mind, from the moment you started questioning what kind of person they were. And when you started talking to that new person in your life, and when you started enjoying life, yeah, that's when things changed. But it's okay. Let them keep thinking they've won. Let them keep thinking they've won, because they haven't, and they never will have won. And you get to come out with these strong vibes, showing the world, doing the things that you're doing because you feel like the world's watching you, your ancestors are watching you, your family is watching you the whole time. You're going to come out on top. You're going to be graduating. You're going to be getting that promotion. You're going to be getting that job. You're going to be doing all these amazing things, and that narcissist will try and creep back in after that, but you will not allow them to. Use those achievements to go find something better and hella new. You have every reason to be excited now that person is out of your life. They were upsetting you daily, weekly, monthly. If you was on medication, you might have even gone up on your meds. You might have even tried to come off your meds completely because you thought the meds were killing you because you were taking so much of them. You might have been doing something like me, where you were substance abusing with shit tons of alcohol on a weekly basis to try and sort your mind out or get yourself in a place. Of course they wanted that for you. They wanted you sitting in the window, drinking wine after wine bottle, drinking vodka after vodka until you felt better. Bullshit to that. Let me tell you, because I was in that position where I was drinking a lot. Just to try and make myself feel better, and ended up making myself worse while on meds too. I ain't doing that anymore. I ain't drinking. I've come down off my meds. Things are going well. That's the magic of it. Don't let these people try and say you're making them look bad in your story. No. Everyone else can also see them for what they are. And whether they're little yes men or yes women or cooks or orbiters are telling them any different, who cares? They'll see them for what they are eventually. Even if you tried to warn them, it don't matter. One of the biggest things they will say to you is, I tried to warn you about me. I tried to warn you. you. They'll say this many times. They'll say this many times. Why did you stay with me? I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you. Tried to warn me of what? Tried to warn me that this would happen? Tried to warn me that in actual fact, I was with a piece of shit. Yeah, that's what they were trying to warn you of. If they're having to warn you, I'm pretty sure that's where you need to be. She belongs to the streets and you belong in better. Or he belongs to the streets too. Throw him the fuck out. Throw her the fuck out. Get rid of him. You are not alone. You can share your comments below. I will also be here to talk to you at any point. You can email me, you can DM me, you can do whatever you decide to do, and we can discuss your situation and I can give you tips, I can give you advice, and we can move on from there. I can't do this for everyone, but I will try my best to keep in contact with most. Anyway, guys, I hope you have had an interesting video. I've tried to do as much as I can in a short time frame, but hopefully this is enough for you. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon, and peace.